Now, just hours ago, the opening statements in the murder trial of Scott Brooks got underway.
Stephen Staples and Terry Connor are accused of killing the Brooks Sandwich House co-owner during a robbery attempt at the Noda restaurant back in December of 2019.
WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre has been in court all day. And Jesse, what can you tell us?
Well, today they chose the final alternate juror and then started with opening statements. And just a reminder, the two defendants are being tried together. So we heard from attorneys on all three sides who laid out their different stories and what the witnesses and evidence will show. Now, let's bring you into that courtroom. Now, the prosecution argued that Stephen Staples and Terry Connor worked together, comparing their partnership to a business, but one built on crime. They told the jurors the two men planned and ambushed Brooks as he opened the family's popular Noda restaurant and then robbed and shot him multiple times. The state promised to show jurors surveillance video, cell phone data, and DNA evidence that links the two to the scene, while the defense argued their innocence.
For 10 seconds, Scott Brooks spoke with his murderers. They had already ambushed him. They had put their guns against him. They had moved him away from the public view so that no one could help him. And they had taken his property. For 10 seconds, Scott Brooks spoke with the men who would soon leave him for dead in front of the business that had helped define his life.
So no murder weapon. We're not going to hear about DNA from Mr. Staples. We're not going to hear about fingerprints. We've heard there's not going to be an eyewitness. There's not confessions. And when the state comes to you and tells you that close is close enough for beyond a reasonable doubt, and we'll discuss this again at the end of this case. Remember, close only counts for horseshoes and hand grenades.
Now, the state called several witnesses to the stand, including several CMPD employees, a neighbor who lived nearby the Brooks Sandwich shop, the Sandwich House restaurant, whose surveillance video captured the sounds of the gunshots and a struggle that day. Also, David Brooks, the twin brother of Scott, who spoke about his brother and the business that they ran together, that they built together. He also confirmed that their business was a cash-only business, which has always been the case. And he said that Scott opened up on his own that morning because he was recovering after breaking his back. He also talked about, speaking and seeing his brother just a few days before the incident where Scott came to check on him after he was recovering from surgery. And he didn't know that that would be the last time he would actually see his brother. Court resumes back on Monday. Live in Uptown, Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
Yeah, just the next step in this trial. Jesse, thank you for your time. Thank you for that report.
And remember, as the trial goes on, we'll send out updates here on air and on WCNC Plus streaming and on the free WCNC Charlotte mobile app.